Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to give you a little review answer guide. Great to see that you're here. Great to see that you're ready to work hard and find out the why. These are the answers to the problems, not just the what the answers actually are. So let's rock this out and let's get it done. Here we go. Um, Anywho, first one. So name all angles in the picture. So we have one angle there. So we're going to do angle WVX. We have a second angle there, angle WVY. We have a third angle here, and angle XVY. Fantastic. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now we need to turn around and we need to measure this stuff. So we got to open up a different program here. I'm going to screen snip it so that I can actually measure it. Copy it, paste this sucker in here. All right, so what we need to do. Uh-oh. Come on, crazy program. We need to, whoop, that's exciting. Great TV. Okay, so let's measure it. So I'm going to pull out the protractor, and we're going to move it, and we're going to line up. Remember, we need to line up the protractor, the little angle there at the little spot right there at the vertex of it in AFC. So angle AFC is this one. That's going to be an obtuse angle, but to measure it, what we're going to do is we're going to line it up, make sure that that ray is on the 0 line, and we're going to take a look at it. It would not be, so first maybe we're thinking that it might be 55, between 50 and 60, but it's actually not, because it's an obtuse angle if we look at it, so it has to be the 125. So that one right there is going to be 125, and we're going to degrees, and it's going to be obtuse. Let's go ahead and crank out the next one. BFD, where's B? BFD. So we want this right here. Whoa, that's wild and crazy. That's weird. Let's see if it works. Nope. Looks like we're not going to be able to trace it. BFD. BFD would be this angle right here. Notice how it's not just directly horizontal. So we actually are going to want to take this. We want to take our protractor. We're going to have to rotate it so our 0 line actually lines up with one of the rays. Then we look at the vertical ray. That's going to be an acute angle, so it's going to be between the 70 and the 80. So it's going to be 75 degrees, and it's acute. AFE, angle AFE. So let's highlight it. Let's highlight it here. AFE, AFE. So we're dealing with this angle right there, and we're going to go ahead. We got to rotate our protractor again. Oop, not enlarge it. Set it up on the 0 line, and that one again. AF. Ooh, you know what? I marked it wrong. Oops, that's embarrassing. Anyways, that was the old one that we had before. AFE is actually that straight angle, so there's really no reason to measure it. That one's going to be a straight angle, so it's 180, and it's going to be straight. And then CFD, angle CFD. Let's go to that. CFD. Okay, so we got a little bit of a weird one. CF right there, and CFD. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll take it. Again, we have to adjust our 0 line so that lines up with one of the rays, and it's gonna be an acute angle, so it's gonna be 40 degrees, and we're gonna call it acute. All right, let's crank out some other stuff. Okay, if ray CF, this guy right here, ray CF bisects angle DCH. So that bisects this angle right here. And by the way, a recommendation, label the picture. So since they bisect each other, I'm going to mark that is congruent to this, okay? Just so we know. Angle DCE, and then I'm going to mark 15 in there. DCE is 15. ECF is 28, okay? So what is then DCH? So the question then is, what's this big angle? Well, if you remember, CF bisects that big angle right there, so it's going to split it in half. So this angle right here is going to be made up of both the 15 and the 28. So 15 the 15 plus the 28. 15 plus 28 is going to be 43. 43. So this right here is 43, which means, and this right here is 43, so it means the whole thing is going to be 86 degrees. All right, let's go to the next one. Erase, please. Thank you. Measure of angle 2 is 25. That's 25. ECF is going to be 32. CG, this guy, is going to bisect HCF, which then I'm going to mark that this is congruent to that. Okay, which if those are congruent, we can just slap in that that's 25 then. Find HCE, find the measure of this really big angle, HCE. Well, it's going to be 32 plus 25 plus 25, or 50 plus 32. It's going to be 82 degrees. 82 degrees. Okay, very great. Next one, what are the definitions of adjacent angles, linear pair, vertical angles? You can just read that straight from the answer key that we have printed out for you. All right, peace. See you on the next one.